Hello Virgo and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for April tarot reading, and your energy is the Knight of Swords. So this is someone who is very focused with the mind. So there might be some sort of like goal or project that you're super obsessed with right now. And definitely someone who speaks their mind and stands up for themselves. So, and it could also be well underway with a project that has to do with, communication or defense or legal things. All right, so what does Virgo need to know for April? Oh, might have something to do with the law. Ooh, yay! Okay, awesome. I'll show you why I said yay. Because the outcome is the Sun, and this is the best card in the deck. So I feel like if you have kind of been feeling maybe a little bit in a funk, then, I feel like things are going to get a lot better by the end of this month for sure. And also, the Sun might be coming out wherever you are a little bit more. So the energy in the past, we've got the Justice card. This can sometimes represent a Libra energy. It can represent like legal matters. It can also just represent like looking at something in a very clear, cognitive, balanced, rational, logical, emotionally detached manner. So it's like seeing something clearly, seeing all sides of the argument without getting wrapped up emotionally in it. You are coming up as the Knight of Cups, so I feel like you might be a little bit emotionally open. You might be well into a particular project that has to do with emotions or psychology or something that you're really, into, invested in emotionally. What you need to know about is, look, there's struggles. We've got the Five of Wands, conflicting ideas. I feel like you're kind of reorganizing certain belief systems, ways of thinking. There might be a little bit of drama with other people in your life, for example. But, it's a minor arcana and it's a 5, so very temporary. But the energy in between is the Strength card. Like, you're so tough. You're still here right now watching after everything that's happened around the world. Honestly, like, pat on the back to all of us for getting to here right now. Like, seriously, because not everyone has. Anyways, positive outcome. Very, very good. I feel like the thing is, look, overall, so this might have to do with someone else. It might have to do with a project that has to do with communication, as in reading, writing, social media, the law, defense, things like that. What you need to know about is like a new perspective is really going to help you out. And I feel like with this sword, with the Justice card in the past, you're going to have like a very clear, concise, logical perspective. But you kind of, with a particular situation, maybe with a particular conflict or belief system within yourself that you're kind of struggling to maintain right now, I feel like a new attitude, a new perspective, like looking at something almost like a child, is definitely going to be helpful. If you were not getting along with someone, I feel like you're just gonna have to focus on other things and just kind of, you're going to have to make the choice to kind of potentially ignore certain behaviors. And also, if someone else in your life is being really childish right now, and it might be an actual child, you're just going to have to like ignore and focus on the things that you can control, to be honest. All right, let's get some advice cards for Virgo, please and thank you. Ooh, interesting. Look, I feel like overall, there's someone you've most likely another person that you've not been getting along with very well. It's not like things are just going to go spiffingly, but I feel like because the outcome is the best card in the deck, that like literally this makes all the cards around it positive no matter what, or at least less negative. I feel like on a spirit, and because it's a major arcana, it's more like on the spiritual realm. So you might not notice it this month, but if there's been conflict with someone in particular where you have a lot of like meh, or like little social media wars or whatever, gossip, back talk, things like that, like things on a spiritual level are going to be set up to be a lot more positive, at least by the summertime. So you might not see that on the surface yet, but under the surface, that will eventually rise to the surface. Might have to do with someone who you feel like, and this could be you as well to a certain degree potentially, who's been quite cold and just very like distant and just says whatever the hell they feel like, not really worrying about how it's going to affect how you feel, because they're a little bit detached from their emotions, at least when it comes to you. So anyways, I feel like you are going to approach the situation with an open heart. You might regret it in the short term, but I think it will help out in the long run. And I think that's the fact that like kind of approaching this person or situation with an open heart and just being like, hey, let's try again. I think that's going to open up like new opportunities for things to potentially go better. But it's because it's been too stressful. And if this is like, this might be representing the other person, what you might not see is that, and this could be you as well, but this is a person who is like really struggling to hold it together. Like it's almost like their life in a way is falling apart and they're in a negative cycle, okay? It could be an aspect of you, but that could be someone else. So just like try really hard to not take it personally. I just roll my eyes a bit because sometimes like I try to give myself that advice when other people are like so rude, and sometimes I can be that way. If I'm having a bad day, I can be a little bit short with people and it's not, you know, very nice. But I think just things are so difficult for so many people around the world. It's really, when we're in the middle of it, it's easy to forget that other people are going through things in the moment, but then like we do kind of have to try really hard to remember and like be kind and gentle to other people. But yeah, just having this difficulty has made you super strong. I know sometimes I wish life could just be easy so I don't have to be so freaking strong, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, look, there's still going to be a bit of arguing logically, but I feel like on a spiritual level, you guys are going to be moving forward in a much brighter, positive direction. Hopefully, at least by the summer, things will be a bit better. I feel like this other person always feels like they're right and they always have to get the last word, and they can be kind of a B, you know what I mean? Family friendly channel, okay? You know what that B stands for. And it's not Bumblebee. Anyways, but to be honest, like you also can be like, I know everything. I know what's best. And you can also fly off the handle a little bit. So yeah, kind of both of you definitely do the back and forth. So you can't control what other people do. All you can do is control like your reaction and make it a reaction or a response. Try to respond rather than react. Do one more clarification card for the outcome. Yeah, just act like a queen. Act like royalty. Because, you know, if you think about it, like people who are royalty or people who are of a very high status, for example, obviously you don't have to be high status for this analogy to ring true, but you know how like certain people will have dignity no matter what other people are like around. I'm sure that, you know, the queen, love her or hate her, you know, I'm sure she's been heckled loads of times, but I've never seen a picture where she's had like that face or like yelled and sworn at someone. Like, I don't know if I could do that. So just, you are royalty, you are a queen, be dignified no matter what other people around you, how they're behaving, okay? All right, royalty. Anyways, advice for Virgo for this month, please and thank you. If something is over, it's over. Like you need to kind of like, there might be a part, and also you might be going through a particular transformation that's difficult as well, which might be why part of this month is a bit difficult, because you're changing and it really is for the best, to be honest. You let go of that old skin you're shedding. Second advice card, Queen of Cups. Please make sure you're not drinking too much or getting depressed. I mean, obviously reach out for help if you can. You are a sensitive soul, and be very careful what everything that's around you, what you're taking in, whether it's like people or media or information or situations. You need to make sure that because you're so sensitive that you are always keeping yourself in good situations around good people that are healthy for you, all right? Third advice card, the Hierophant. You might want to create a little bit more order and structure in your schedule. You might want to create more stability in your life with, you know, contracts, routine, things like that, traditions. Fourth advice card, Temperance. Patience, patience, patience. Things will get better, but it's baby steps. Rome wasn't built in a day, and that's how you got to live your life in a way. If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the description below. You can also follow me on social media. Thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, all that good stuff. And if you're still here, secret bonus card, Two of Cups, for those of you who are seeking like a twin flame, soulmate connection. You know, I feel like that will line up for you, and you just need to find balance with the masculine and feminine within yourself, okay? And the person that you're looking for might complement you, but they're not going to be the exact same, which is kind of a good thing. And if you are in a relationship, this could represent friendship or reconnecting with the person you're already in a committed relationship with. Have a great month.